As we all know, Julius Caesar was famously assassinated on the Ides of March, but what if I told you that his death could have been avoided? Welcome back to our channel, where we explore history's most fascinating events. Today, we'll be discussing Julius Caesar and how he could have avoided being murdered. To understand how Caesar's death could have been prevented, we first need to examine the reasons behind it. The conspirators, led by Brutus and Cassius, believed that Caesar had become too powerful and was a threat to the Roman Republic. They feared that he would declare himself king and rule over Rome with absolute power. However, the situation was more complex than a mere power grab. Caesar had made enemies among both the common people and the aristocracy. He had implemented a series of controversial policies, such as forgiving debts and extending citizenship to non-Romans. These policies had earned him many loyal followers, but also many bitter opponents. In addition, Caesar's personal life was fraught with drama and scandal. He had a reputation as a womanizer and had famously carried on a long-term affair with Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt. This had alienated many Romans who saw it as a betrayal of Roman values and morals. So what could Caesar have done differently to avoid this outcome? Firstly, he could have been more aware of the conspirators' plan. There were several warning signs leading up to the assassination, including a soothsayer warning Caesar to beware the Ides of March and a letter sent to him outlining the plot. However, Caesar dismissed these warnings and continued with his plans as usual. If Caesar had taken these warnings seriously and taken steps to protect himself, he may have been able to prevent the assassination. For example, he could have increased his security detail and avoided public appearances on the day of the Ides of March. Secondly, Caesar could have been more cautious in his actions and words. He was known for his arrogance and disregard for tradition, which made him unpopular with many Roman citizens and senators. If he had been more mindful of the way he presented himself, he may have been able to avoid alienating potential allies. Additionally, Caesar could have taken steps to appease his opponents and address their concerns. He could have made concessions to the Senate and other powerful factions in Rome, such as limiting his term as consul or sharing power with other leaders. This would have shown that he was willing to work within the existing political system and prevented him from becoming a target for assassination. Furthermore, Caesar could have sought to strengthen his alliances with key figures in Rome, such as Mark Antony and Marcus Lepidus. These men were powerful and influential and could have helped to counterbalance the conspirators' influence. Finally, Caesar could have taken a more conciliatory approach towards his enemies. Instead of seeking revenge against those who opposed him, he could have forgiven them and worked towards reconciliation. By doing so, he may have been able to win over some of his opponents and prevent them from joining the conspiracy to assassinate him. In conclusion, Julius Caesar's assassination was a tragedy that could have been avoided. If he had been more aware of the conspirators' plan, more cautious in his actions and words, and more conciliatory towards his enemies, he may have been able to prevent his untimely death. Additionally, if he had sought to strengthen his alliances and address the concerns of his opponents, he may have been able to avoid becoming a target for assassination. By taking these steps, Caesar could have potentially extended his reign and made lasting contributions to the Roman Republic. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more historical content.